We begin tonight with a breaking news update out of Hot Springs. The Arkansas Department of Health once again receives environmental test results showing the presence of Legionella bacteria at the Quapaw Baths and Spa in Hot Springs. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Fox 16 News. I'm Kevin Kelly. Haley Brooks has been following the developments and joins us after learning where this bacteria was found. Haley.
The water that tested positive was a tempered thermal water, which is water that has been cooled down, for instance, that you would use in the shower.
Quapaw Bath and Spa receiving a positive test for Legionella hasn't rained on their business.
We had a great spa day. Now it'll be on my in the back of my head. Oh, I hope I don't get sick.
Word coming down Friday of a positive test. This one not a false positive like the last one back in August.
In this case, the organism was detected in 2 different ways, and those are final results.
Dr. Dillahay saying thermal water from the springs is very hot, too hot for Legionella to grow. But when that water is cooled, becoming tempered water, that's when it's possible for Legionella to grow.
So, of course, the showers just comes right out in the shower head, and you're not able to disinfect that water. So those showers are not being used anymore.
Now, the same water source that tested positive for Legionella in the showers is also used in some baths. Those are now chlorinated to disinfect the water.
I'm glad that they're keeping on top of this. It is kind of leery, though, if this has happened a second time.
Dr. Dillahay says going forward, there's no immediate concern. The concern is with customers who have visited in the last 30 days who possibly came in contact with the Legionella bacteria. Quapaw Bath and Spa released a statement reading in part, "To be clear, over the past 12 years, Quapaw has received a 100% clean bill of health and thousands of tests have confirmed a lack of health threats." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Haley, thank you very much. Keep in mind, this is a story we broke on the Fox 16 News smartphone app. To be the first to get breaking news alerts, download the app in the App Store or Google Play.
Now, weather to plan your day with Fox 16 Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baskin.
Well, after a stretch of record heat, starting to feel a lot more like October with high temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s. Believe it or not, this is about where we should be for this time of year. Temperatures this evening actually pretty comfortable out there. I haven't been able to say this very much so far this fall season, but it's open window weather. You can open up the windows, let in some fresh air, maybe turn off the AC. 66 in Hot Springs, 64 in Clinton, 68 right now in Searcy, and 70 in Little Rock. Earlier, we did have a batch of some persistent rain and thunderstorms just hanging out right over parts of west central Arkansas with some especially heavy rain over parts of Clark County. Believe it or not, very isolated amounts, up to 8 inches of rain around the Gurdon area. That is all gone tonight. No more rain. We have some drier air that's pushed on in behind our front. And as we go through the overnight hours, those clouds diminish. So tomorrow morning, we're looking at mainly clear skies, a good amount of sunshine as we go into the afternoon hours. And even though it starts off comfortably cool, temperatures back up into the mid-80s for daytime highs. And then we're talking about a front approaching for Sunday, and that's going to bring some showers on in to cap off the weekend, plus an even stronger shot of some cool air. But here's your hour-by-hour forecast for tomorrow. Temperatures starting off in the low 60s, some spots even in the upper 50s for tomorrow morning if you're going to be out there early, say around sunrise, warming up into the upper 70s by lunchtime. Afternoon high temperatures in the mid-80s. Coming up, we're talking about a series of cold fronts in your 7-day forecast. I'll show you what that means coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Turning now to a Fox 16 News update. Pine Bluff police identified the victim in a Thursday homicide. Officials say 40-year-old Angel Sebring was found off East 2nd Avenue at around 7:45 yesterday morning. Police have named 43-year-old Daniel Jones as a suspect in the case. He's 6'2" and was last seen wearing a blue shirt and blue jeans. Jones was spotted on a surveillance camera at a convenience store last night. If you know where he is, you're urged to contact the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Tonight, neighbors react to yesterday's shooting in the typically quiet town of Searcy. A Searcy teenager is charged with 2 counts of attempted murder after firing shots into a car. It happened just before 4 p.m. on Wood Lane Road at an apartment complex. North Little Rock police need your help locating and identifying 2 suspects caught on cameras. You can see here stealing a purse from someone's car. This took place last month. You're looking at video as one of the suspects smashed out the window of the victim's car. If you've seen these men or knew who they are, Call North Little Rock Police. A house fire captured on video, the fire taking place on Danville Mountain. The flames spread over the entire property. Responders telling Fox 16 it was a total loss and that no one was inside at the time. Several departments were called to the scene, but so far no word on a cause. Florida parents discover an arsenal of weapons in their daughter's bedroom. The parents of 27-year-old Michelle Colts immediately called authorities after the discovery in their daughter's bedroom. Investigators found 24 pipe bombs, knives, hatchets, nunchucks, pellet guns, and materials to light the bombs. They also found books and DVDs about murder, mass killings, and domestic terrorism.
While this case is certainly alarming, it is not to demonize another individual struggling with mental health. It is to highlight the importance of speaking up when you see something that isn't right and what can be prevented when you do. Who knows the amount of harm that could have been done or how many lives could have been lost? Had these parents not found the courage to call the sheriff's office and seek help.
The woman is currently in the Hillsborough County Jail facing 24 counts of making a destructive device. The family of Harding graduate Botham Jean is demanding change within the Dallas Police Department. The Jean family held a news conference today with local church members and activists. They called on the Justice Department to investigate the Dallas Police Department and demanded greater involvement in ending police brutality nationwide. On Wednesday, former Dallas police officer Amber Geiger was convicted of murdering Botham Jean and sentenced to 10 years in jail.
My family's leaving. We're going back to St. Lucia. But you have to do all that is necessary to make Dallas a safer place. I think if we start with Dallas, the other states in America will follow suit and make America better.
During victim statements, Botham's younger brother, Brant, told Geiger that he forgave her and later gave her a hug. That's him right there. It was a moment of mercy that has captivated the nation and led to calls for meaningful change. The FDA now urging consumers to stop using vaping products containing THC as an outbreak of vaping-related lung injuries and deaths continues. It's also warning consumers to stop buying any vaping product off the street or modifying any substance. According to the CDC, over 1,000 cases of lung injuries have been reported in 48 states and the U.S. Virgin Islands. The majority of the patients have reported using THC-containing products. So far, at least 21 people have died from vaping-related lung injuries. Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, announced the agenda for her upcoming Youth Vaping Summit. The event scheduled for Monday, October 7th at Arkansas Children's Hospital in Children's Hall. The summit is a free educational opportunity for medical experts, educators, parents, and law enforcement. For those interested in registering for the summit in Little Rock or Bentonville, you can register at arkansasag.gov/vape. Turning now to the state of the nation, House Democrats have requested documents from Vice President Mike Pence as part of the impeachment inquiry of President Donald Trump. The House Intelligence, Foreign Affairs, and Oversight Committees are demanding Pence turn over documents relating to President Trump's call with the president of Ukraine. Republican Representative Rick Crawford from Arkansas is on the Intelligence Committee and has concerns with how the investigation is being handled.
I think this is the wrong committee to be spearheading an impeachment inquiry. I don't think that's the purpose of the Intelligence Committee, number one. Number two, I've got some problems with the integrity of the majority side with regard to some of the leaks that have been out. There's a lot more information out that probably shouldn't be.
Thursday, the State Department announced it had approved a potential sale of additional Javelin missiles to Ukraine, a request made by Ukraine during the call. It's unclear if there is any connection to that approval and the president's request. Safety alerts on Tuesday, October 8th. Some drivers in Bryant will see a traffic flow change. The stop sign currently located on Bryant Parkway will be moved to Raymar Road. This change will be an adjustment for drivers who use this intersection on a regular basis. The city will have safety signs in place to warn the drivers of the new stop and will continue to monitor this intersection along with others for safety and improved access. Today marked the Clinton Foundation's second annual Fall Service Day. The event was hosted in partnership with the City of Little Rock and City Year. Students from several area schools helped at 3 different locations by performing different tasks of service. We caught up with students at Camp Aldersgate who were doing things like picking up trash and yard work.
Service at a young age, you want to instill that right away, because the more you can give back every day of your life, the more fulfilling we believe that is for you and for those around you.
More than 250 students, City Year AmeriCorps members, and Bank of America staff members participated in the service day. Good for them. If your workout routine involves resistance bands, you may want to consider using something else depending on which ones they are. Why thousands of the stretchable bands are being recalled due to an injury hazard.
You're watching Fox 16 News at 9 with Donna Terrell, Kevin Kelly, Sports with Wes Moore, and Chief Meteorologist Jeff Baskin. This is Fox 16 News at 9.